video, we're going to be finishing our Dimir commander deck. I got the secret layer, super excited. This paper, or it's like a cardboard, but it sounds so nice. It like feels nice. It looks aesthetic. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I want to like try to keep this box or something because it's very clean and satisfying. But yeah, secret layers here. So I'm gonna tap on it like one more time before we open it up. Sounds crispy. Alright, so here we're gonna be going through every card in this deck. I'm probably not gonna be talking too much about the combos and stuff yet. We'll probably do a different video on that because I have yet to talk with the mastermind behind the deck. So yeah. But anyway, let's get into it. Alright. I feel like this is like a really aesthetic thing. Well, thank you for being a part of Secret Lair. That's a really big piece of cardboard. Okay, just making sure that's it. Cool. Alright. Oh man, this looks so cool. Let's actually we need to double sleeve these probably. Yeah. I only double sleeving a few of the cards because that stinks. I don't want the commander deck to be like 200. You know. Alright, I finally got it. I don't want the commander deck to be too fat and shuffling. It's annoying. So, where are my double sleeves? They should be over down here. Alright, I got it. Oh, a new pack of double sleeves. Okay. Let's get out 4 of them. I think we only need 4. Sorry for those who don't like crinkle sounds, it's almost over. Okay. Oh, looks like they gave us a free card too. Phyrexian Metamorph. Man, that is a cool card. 3 colorless and Phyrexian blue. You may have this card into the battlefield as a copy of artifact creature bound on the battlefield. Artifact types. Let's go. That's a cool card. Let's not spoil in case you guys don't know what's coming up. Man, that is a cool card. Look at that art. Alright, next up. Deseret. Ooh, let's go. 3 and 2 blue. Untap 2 up to 2 artifacts. Search a library artifact card with mana value X or less, put on the battlefield and shuffle. Artifacts you control become the artifact creature power based on its 5/5 to end a turn. Sweet. What a cool planeswalker too. Man, these are so cool. Next up we have Skull Clamp 1. Equip creature gets +1/-1. Whenever it dies, draw 2 cards. I always wanted a Skull Clamp and never wanted to spend the money, but this is a cool artwork, so I'm happy. I waited, I guess, for this to come out. You only need one of them, right? And the last card, Solemn Silarcrium. I never know how to pronounce that. When it enters the battlefield, you start to library basic land, put on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. And when it dies, we get to draw a card. Let's go. And there's a free card. I guess they came with 1 extra, which is generous. Let's see what it is. Shadow Sliver. All creatures of shadow. All sliver creatures of shadow. Cool. Definitely not going to put it in this deck, but that is nice and generous. So, yeah, super cool cards. Sheesh. I love those artworks. It fits the theme of the deck that I was kind of going for too. So it works out really good. Alright, let's get into reading the cards now. So we have 2 commanders. Gazit the Flesh Sculptor and Silas Ren. They both have partner opposite see, this has Death Touch. Let me zoom in a little bit actually. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, choose target artifact card in our graveyard, and we may cast it this turn. And this says we can tap it, sacrifice 3 other artifacts, and our creatures. Look at the top 3 cards of the library. Put 2 of them into your hand, and the other 2 in your graveyard. So there's like some combos and stuff that go along with this. That's why we're gonna have to make another video so I can actually discuss it. But these do some pretty good stuff. So those are our commanders. For the planeswalkers, let me throw Tezzeret the Seeker in here. We have these 2 other Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. Creature and planeswalker spells you cast have art affinity for artifacts. Super good. Every card in this deck has artifacts in like the name basically. So yeah, we can, I guess creature and planeswalker, so any creature though we're gonna be able to have affinity. Anyway, I'm rambling. It's +2. It deals X damage to each opponent or X number of artifacts you control. We gain X life. We can return target artifact from our graveyard to our hand. And we can exile the top 10 cards of our library, put all artifact cards among them onto the battlefield. I can't wait to play this. This one, for its plus abilities, create a colorless top tier artifact creature token with flying. For 0, we could draw a card. And draw a card. If there are 3 more artifacts, we get to draw 2 cards. And the ultimate is we get an emblem at the beginning of our end step, search the library for a permanent card, put it into the battlefield, then shuffle our library. All these artifacts are going to hit pretty hard, so definitely excited. I really want to play with these 2. Definitely see how this one's a little bit like more me, I think. But these other 2 are spicy. Actually, how do I want to do this? I don't want to mess up the ordering of a lot of these cards. But I also want to show you guys. I'll do that after, so. Alright. At least put some cards in the background, right? Now we're going to start with our creatures with mana costs and stuff. Or the mana cost going from small to large. Baleful Strix. 2 mana. Flying Death Touch. Enter the battlefield, draw a card. Artifact creature. Pretty good. Pretty generic. Nice creature. Draw some cards. Get artifact on the board. We got this guy, Ethereum Sculptor. I always thought this was like a dog, but now I'm thinking about it, it's not. 2 mana, artifact spells cost 1 less to cast to play. It's gonna help like every card in our deck. The Retriever, 2 mana, and when it dies, return another target artifact card from our graveyard to our hand. Nice to get some recursion. We got the Razor Latch Transmogrant. Can't block, it's 3/1. 2 mana, 3/1, which is pretty cool. We can pay 6, return this card from our graveyard to the battlefield with a counter on it. This ability costs 4 less to cast to activate if an opponent controls 4 or more basic lands. So later in the game, if it's in our graveyard, it's going to cost 2 black, and it's going to be a 4/2 creature. Can't block though, but can we throw any of these in here? No. Got Scrap Beats, Grounder, it's a 3/2, can't block, and we can return it back from the graveyard. Cogwork Assembler, 3 mana, 2/3 artifact. We can pay 7 to create a token that's a copy of target artifact. It gains haste, but we have to exile at the end of the turn. This is part of like the combo, because if we have Wormcoil on the field, then we can make the infinite mana. We can create infinite copies of Wormcoil, and that's what this deck's about. Beating people up with Wormcoil. It's the best card in the game. Next up, Foundry Inspector. 3 mana, 3/2 artifact spells cost 1 less to cast. I guess a little bit worse than the Sculptor, but it costs 1 more mana than the Sculptor, but it can, we don't need blue to not sacrifice, to play it. We got the Maya, add 2 to our mana pool. Nice to help us cheat out some artifacts. We got the Saimasta Thopterist. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 Thopter token creature, artifact creature token with flying. We can sacrifice 2 artifacts and draw a card, so get some more artifacts on the field as well as potentially drawing cards. Got Scrap Trawler. Whenever it enters the battlefield, another artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield. Return to your hand or artifact card in your graveyard with lesser converted mana cost. Recursion. We got the recombined. Never actually looked at this card in depthly, but it's pretty cool. Modular 2. This creature enters the battlefield with 2+1 counters on it. When it dies, you may put its +1 counters on another target artifact creature. We can sack an artifact and tap this. Reveal, search your library for a construct card. Reveal, put it in your hand, and shuffle your library. We do run a couple of constructs, like this one's a construct too, but we have more better searchable construct cards. We'll show you obviously when we get there. We got the Rand Spider. It's got reach. Enters the battlefield. You and target opponent create a tapped Power Stone token, so it kind of helps out our opponent a little bit, but it definitely helps us out, I think, a little bit more because we get another artifact name on the board. We can pay 7, look at the top 4 cards for library, reveal an artifact card from among them, put into our hand, and then we put the rest in the bottom in any order. Kind of expensive, but again, we have ways of making infinite mana, infinite colorless mana, so we have a nice way to get Wormcoil to our hand. Treasure Mage enters the battlefield. You search your library for artifact card is 6 or greater, put it in our hand. So sweet, good way of getting Wormy. We can get the Flesh Gorger, and we also do run some larger artifacts as well. Next up, we got Trophy Mage. When it enters the battlefield, you search your library for an artifact card. Convert to make cost 3. I guess it has to be exactly 3. Put it in your hand and shuffle your library. So it's a little bit more specific. I don't know off the top of my head. Artifact card. Oh, so all. Is it all these? Yeah, artifact card. It could also be creature. So we just went through a bunch of creatures with 3 converted mana cost 2. So that's great. I guess this board's getting a little, so I'm gonna probably condense some of these. We'll continue on with the next ones and make a new thing. We get Workshop Assistant, 3 mana. Whenever it dies, return another target artifact card from graveyard to your hand. Our commander has a lot of ways of getting sacrificing artifacts, so we gain value by sacrificing them, so we need ways of also returning them back too, so that's just one way. We're gonna add this guy in now, Solemn Boy. We already read him, but he's gonna go in the 4 mana slot because we're starting the 4 mana, as well as the Metamorph because that is also 4 mana. Next up, we got Master Transmuter. Crazy good card. We can pay 1 and tap this, return artifact we control to its owner's hand. Then we may put an artifact card from our hand onto the battlefield. How crazy is that? Any artifact card for 1 mana and you tap this, that's crazy. I mean, it is 4 mana, but that is the amount of value you get, and you can do that every turn. That's crazy good, especially for this deck. Next up, we have Whirler Rogue. 2 mana, 2 blue. Whenever it enters the battlefield, create 2 colorless top their artifact creature tokens with flying. We could tap 2 untapped artifacts, and target creature can be blocked. The best thing about this is we're getting 3 artifacts for 1 card. Great. Then we can do things again with those artifacts to gain some more value. Sly Requisitor, beautiful art. 5 mana. Improvise. Your artifacts can help cast this spell. Each artifact you tap after you're done activating mana, put these pays for 1 colorless. Whenever a non-token artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a colorless 1/1 servo artifact creature token. We got Marionette Master. Kind of expensive for 6 mana, but it's got Fabricate 3. Whenever this creature enters the battlefield, put 3+1 counters on it, or create 3 colorless artifact creature tokens. Whenever an artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to its power. There's the combo in this. I remember now. It's just kind of going to me. Has to do with this card where we can keep like bouncing this and creating 3 colorless tokens, sacking those tokens, and then it's something like that because like in our artifact or one of our commanders, we need to sacrifice 3 things, and this gives us enters the battlefield 3 colorless tokens. This is a construct that we can search out, like that one card before, Noxious Gear Oak. It's got Menace. Enters the battlefield. We may destroy another target creature. If a creature is destroyed this way, we gain life equal to its toughness. Pretty sweet. Scavenged Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, sweet. 5 mana, we can exile this card from our graveyard, choose target creature, put 4 +1 counters on it, a flying counter, vigilance counter, trample counter, and a lifelink counter on that creature. So yeah, for 5 mana, we exile this from the graveyard, and we can make some creature insane. Man, we're getting onto the fun creatures now. We got a Worm Coil. You guys already know what this does. The best card in the game. Death Touch, a lifelink. When it dies, you create a 3/3 colorless worm token and a 3/3 colorless. Sorry, one with a 3/3 colorless token with Death Touch and a 3/3 colorless token with lifelink. Man, do I love this card. Best card in the game. We got Herald Anguish. Actually, why is this here? This should be here. Got Flesh Gorger, 7 mana, kind of similar to Worm Coil, but more new. It's got Menace, Lifelink, and Ward. Pay life equal to Phyrexian Flesh Gorger's power, 7 power. So you gotta pay a lot of life if you want to target. Or we could cast it for its prototype cost of 3 mana. It's a 3/3 instead. So either way, it's good early game, good late game. All around spicy, beautiful worm. Got Herald of Anguish, 6 mana, 5/5. It's got Improvise too, so we can cheat it out a little bit faster. It's got Flying. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent discards a card. Nice. 2 mana, sacrifice artifact. Target creature gets -2/-2 to the end of turn. We can cast that as many times as we want, as long as we have the mana as well as an artifact. Nice. Terra Ballista. We got some artillery. Is there like a little thing on this card? It's a construct. We can search it out. 7 mana, Menace. When it attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, destroy target a creature an opponent controls. It also has Unearth. For like no reason at all. Got Thought Moneta. 7 mana, Affinity for artifacts. Flying. When it enters the battlefield, we get to draw 2 gods. Sweet. Got Hulking Metamorph. 9 mana. It's got prototype though, so we can cast it for 4. We may have this card enter the battlefield as a copy of a target or of an artifact creature we control, except it's an artifact creature in addition to its other types, and its power and toughness are equal to Hulking Metamorph's power and toughness. So we could copy out a Worm Coil, we got Flesh Gorger, it could be anything these days. So that's actually it for the creatures. We're gonna move on to the instances and sorceries. There's not a lot. We run a lot of creatures. Yeah, mostly because we want to play creatures because they're cool. Reality Heist costs 1 less to catch for each artifact we control, so it could be potentially 2 mana. Look at the top 7 cards from our library. You may reveal the 2 artifact cards from among them, put them in your hand, put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. We got Whirl of Invention X, and it's got 3 blue. We can improvise it and search a library, or sorry, the actual card isn't. We can search a library for artifact card with a converting cost X or less. Put it onto the battlefield. So sweet. We could basically get any card in our deck and put it on the field. Thirst of Knowledge, instant speed, draw 3 cards, discard 2 from our hand unless we discard an artifact. Good way to get some draw. Metallic Rebuke. And it's got Improvise, counter target spell unless the controller pays 3. Kind of like a mana leak, but we can pay like 1 blue instead. Deadly Dispute. As an additional cost to this, we sacrifice artifact or creature, draw 2 cards, and create a treasure token. So, yeah, 2 mana, we get to draw 2 cards and get a Toki. Artificer class. The first artifact spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. And then the level 2, we can pay 2. When this next level, okay. At level 2, when this class becomes level 2, reveal the top card of your library till you reveal an artifact card, put that card in your hand, the rest at the bottom in a random order. And once we get level 3, at the beginning of your end step, create a token that's a copy of target artifact you control. Spicy. Even for like just the first ability, it's great. So, Mirrored and Besieged. Enters the battlefield, we choose Myrian, or Phyrexian. So if we choose the Myrian, I don't know why I can't pronounce that. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless Meyer token, artifact token, or if you choose Phyrexian at the beginning of your end step, we get to draw a card, then discard a card. Then if there are 15 or more artifact cards in your graveyard, target opponent loses the game. So we can easily get 15 artifacts in our graveyard too, so it could be spicy. But probably just gonna be creating extra tokens. Top tier spy network at the beginning of your upkeep. If we control an artifact, create a 1/1 top tier artifact card token with flying. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control does combat damage to a player, we get to draw a card. Get some draw, create some more tokens. Got reshape. As additional cost of the spell, sacrifice an artifact. Search your library for artifact card with the converted mana cost extra less and put it onto the battlefield. Gotta have some of those. We got Devastation, Ceres Devastation. You lose X life, create X tapped Power Stone tokens, then all creatures get negative X to the end of turn for each artifact you control. So I mean we lose some life, we get to generate some extra mana, but next turn with our tap, or with our Power Stone tokens, and we get the board wipe because we're gonna have a lot of artifacts on the board regardless of the board state. I mean unless they're playing a lot of artifact hate, but got the Rand Temporal Gateway. For 4 mana we can play it, then 4 mana and tap it. We may put a historic permanent from our hand onto the battlefield. So artifacts are historics. Got Stone Flag Refinery. For 4 mana, whenever this enter or another non-token artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, or is put into exile from the battlefield, we get to create a tapped Power Stone token. Nice. Wait, this is actually really good. Non-token artifact jump on the graveyard battlefield. So every time something's put from the battlefield exiled, we get to accelerate our mana sort of next turn with the Power Stone. Why is this here? Warren Powers 3. Oh, we're going down now. Warren Power Stone enters the battlefield tap for 3 mana. Then it's basically just a Power Stone, but it's one that we cast. Transmogrant Altar. For 3 mana, we get to pay 1 black, tap this, sacrifice a creature, add 3 to our mana pool. Again, we can sacrifice some artifact creatures and stuff, so then get that synergy. Or we can pay 2, so tap it, sacrifice a creature, create a 3 color zombie token. I think sure, sometimes we might want the creature, but I feel like a lot of times we're going to be going for the mana to help get out of other stuff. I think this is part of the combo, yeah. Rings of Bringhearth. Whenever you activate an ability, if it isn't a mana ability, you may pay 2. If you do copy that ability, you may choose new targets for the copy. Maybe 2. Yeah, that's part of the combo, I think. Yep, so I'll just put this card next. Then we got Basalt Monolith. It doesn't untap during your untap step. You can tap it, add 3 to your mana pool, pay 3 to untap it. So, I forgot what the combo is, I'm probably looking at it. But you have these on the field. You somehow untap this, you tap it, add 3, pay 2 to copy it. I don't remember. But you get infinite mana somehow. I'm going off the camera over here, but let's see if we can move over a little bit. Oblivion Stone, obviously. Put a fate counter on target permanent for 4 mana, then 5 mana, tap it, sacrifice, destroy everything without a fate counter on it. And ward wipe some stuff. Talisman of Dominance to help filter our mana with red and black. Mind Stone, some more ways to filter our mana. Sacrifice this. We can also tap it, add 1 mana. Tap this, sacrifice it, and then draw a card. Helps out with that too. Prize Statue. And enters the battlefield, or put into a graveyard in the battlefield to create a treasure token. So for 2 mana, it's kind of like sort of replacing itself, but this is a sacrificing outlet too that we're gonna want to, to like kind of neg 0 mana. Moon's Silver Key for 2 mana. We can pay 1, tap it, sacrifice this. Search library for an artifact card with a mana ability or basic land card reveal and put it in our hand. Another way of searching out the Basalt Monolith. Got Igor Wellspring. Enters the battlefield, is put to the grave from the battlefield, we get to draw a card. Another great card to sacrifice. Arcane Signet, add 1 mana for a color in our commander's identity. Pretty pretty standard. The bauble, pretty standard too. You can sacrifice it. Search library for basic land card, put on the battlefield. Got Soul Ring. I mean, we got it. It's a kind of a cheeky card, but playing an artifact deck. Running out of room over here. Let me condense this a little bit. I forgot about these over here. Oh, just Soul Ring. Okay. I mean, we got Skull Clamp. Got Nile Spellbomb to help get the graveyard out. Can sack it, tap it, sacrifice, exile a card from Darkmoon's library, and when it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, we can pay 1 and draw a card 1 black. Executioner's Capsule, 1 mana. You can pay 2, sack this, tap it, sack it, destroy target non-black creature. Just a good way to keep getting this back from the graveyard. Or, I mean, we can keep getting it back from the graveyard because of our, just how it works. Our deck works. We can continually recur that. That wraps up all the artifacts. Now I guess we will move on to the lands. I want to fix this first. It's gonna bother me. Actually, we have to count anyway. But oh well, I'm already halfway. I know we're missing like 2 cards. I have to still order them, but it's just 2 cards. Like I can still get the whole deck down. There's nothing I think critical for the strategy within those. For the lands, I mean, we're not really gonna read these, but got things like Drowned Catacomb, got Watery Grave, this artifact land. Actually, where's the other one? This artifact, 2 artifact lands. There should be the Dimir one. Actually, there should be more of these. But yeah, artifact lands good, counts as an artifact. Got Underground River, Temple of the Sea, so we can scry. Tainted, actually this one we could probably get out. Because we still have some other lands over there we could put in. Sunken Hollow, Spire of Industry. Got Shipwreck Marsh, Power Depot, Phyrexian Gore, Mired Landscape, Mishra's Foundry, Hall of Tags, Sin, Creeping Tar Pit, got Fetid Pool, Darkwater Catacombs, Dark Citadel, another artifact land. Got a Command Tower, Buried Ruin to help us get back some artifacts from the graveyard. Let me condense this a little bit. We got Blink Moth Nexus to get some more artifacts. Or Academy Ruins, probably the best one. We can pay 2, but our artifact from our graveyard on top of our library. Then we're rocking 6 islands of the new artwork and 6 swamps of the new artwork. Man, I love those arts. So I gotta pick this up. I guess for land, so I kind of want to add one of these though. Maybe we have these options. I thought we agreed this is probably a bad option. I remember now. There should be, I think, 37 lands. Let's see. I think, again, I'm missing 1 land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Yeah, let's just throw swamp in there. Let's throw a swamp in there. Sorry, an island. So an island boy in there. Make it 36 because I think we need at least 36. 36 lands. Artifacts. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 36, 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Alright, what do we say? Let's see, 36 plus 28 plus 34. 98. So I am missing 2 cards, so I guess for now. Let me say something. We're missing, Paducah Bog. They're missing 2 lands. Underhand Designs is the one other card we're missing. why can't they just send it in? Maybe we'll add just chief engineer or something for now. A Bajuka Bog. So we added a land. But we'll add Bajuka Bog, actually. Let's add that now. I'm just gonna grab it. Be as quiet as possible. Bajuka Bog, where are you at? I think it should be in here. You're not gonna be in here. I can already feel it. There's so many Bajuka Bogs. Do I have? Why can one be close to me? Nope. I thought it'd be in that deck. So, where did I put the Bajuka Bogs? Actually, I think it should be right in here. In my my secondary junk box. My junk box got too big, so I made like more junk boxes. Well, I'm gonna have to find that eventually, so. But today is not the day, I guess. So, pretty spicy deck. I still will probably make one more video. Maybe we'll go through some combos and stuff. Maybe like I'll record actually some gameplay. I think that'd be kind of cool. Gameplay me using the deck, and then what you call it? It don't matter. I could commentate over it or something. It'd be kind of fun. I don't know why. That's like the first time I thought about that. Actually, I thought about that before, but I just now that we can play spell table online and stuff, it definitely makes it easier. Anyway, though, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. Really excited to play this deck. Sadly, you have to wait till after the new year. But man, these cards are beautiful. Look at those. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for some more. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Hopefully you're enjoying the holidays here in America at the